Ebusiafo mamu ina kwaba Ghana ha ho. Se wope the biggest fan of John Dramani Mahama Mumuni Bawumia. Se wope Ghana ni a utie Mahama pa timinya mretna TV hu tie Mahama pa Bawumia. Bawumia is the biggest fan of John Dramani Mahama. Na ni ami ye ya na Ghana fo bi no munti ase. Sebio enya mema sede se metna ha akire Ghana fo se adwuma we ni adia Mahama eba be debi because already no NDC no they are already on the grounds selling their message. Mahama almost launched their manifesto, youth manifesto, women manifesto, national manifesto. Inti se biu almost kanya womba bedada. Enya me na metina ha asache Ghana for say we ni adia na say we ni na Mahama eba bede bi na emum me ameti social media me say me do Mahama me boa Mahama no ma say say message na Mahama e dia ma Ghana for say we ni nyuma se body to me share nsa ye ba be no me ma say say mebo sa message no ho ban from yanom say yanom enwia message no yanom create loopholes in the message na yanom enfa message no twist no misinforming Ghana for intini ami yi monte masie pa I am land garden the message mebo message no ho ban me throw more light on it mebo ho ban from the vultures yanom za impetifor na yanhwe ya betimi a create loopholes to be in the message to try to tarnish or create a new impression about the message, enunti ena ye no bi yeti social media ye bo ho ban. Bawumia din sem bia to dwa. Na me say Bawumia sa di America no. Ye pe Ghana ni a otie Mahama pa ye Bawumia. Na Bawumia do ho. Se Mahama ni ho a oni message bia. Bawumia ni message na ni so ade hu no. Ni a opese ono na dwemu no obeye de boa Ghana fo nyina no. If you don't Dramani Mahama ho neba. Without Mahama, Bawumia is a nobody. Without Mahama and the NDC, the NPP is a nobody. They are nothing without John Dramani Mahama and the NDC. Yentie sempotia mumuni Bawumia de atuga. Na yem breaking it down for you. Listen.
My biggest priority as a president will be agriculture, to help the farmers. We are going to bring irrigation. We are going to bring technology. Every farming district, Central Tongo, and every of the districts in Ghana, what we have done for the roads with a drip program to give equipment for the construction of the road, we are going to bring agricultural equipment to every district for the farmers of this country. So every district will have a district agric mechanization center where we have tractors, we have combine harvesters, we have planters, all farming equipment that is available so that the farmers, when they need it, can get it to do their farming. So we are going to do that. But after we farm, you will need to process your goods. And I've been talking with Godwin, and we are going to establish a cassava processing factory for you to process your cassava when you farm your produce. And that is not going to be a problem here. We've looked at all that it will take, but it will not be a difficulty for us to give you a cassava processing factory.
All right. Now, information I mean, sir, can't say Bawumia was speaking in North Tongu, though I still stand to be corrected. But information I mean, sir, can't say Bawumia was saying these things in North Tongu region. Echere won say na ban de won ba be boa Ghana akuafo na mo no ba ye no mo ba ncheni ade se mutu wi a ono Bawumia kire say oba bebi cassava processing factory e de amamu se na be ya mo ba nche no se mutu wi a ye betimi a process na yetimi add value aka ho se na be ya se moton a you get the most out of your farm produce. Now these are the words of Bawumia. This is 2024 and Bawumia is still promising the already promised. Bawumia is still promising a Juma John Dramani Mahama ayen dada. Sadi we enuti na me chere say ye de ni say ye bebo Mahama ni message ene ni nyuma ne ho ban. Eye Sami Jamfi Malik Basintali mo ene John Dramani Mahama mo adwuma ne say NDC mpanifo adwuma ne say ombeche Ghana for nia won eba beye. Yenso a yeti social media ye declare support for the NDC no. Yenso ya said ye say ye bebo nia won eba be no ho ban from the vulture said the beya omunwia Mahama enu musem and twisting no and Toma Ghana for as brand new. Send be a jandam bia and koso on social media. Empo send be ya omo en create loopholes be in John Dramani Mahama NDC message na Ghana for ebetimi enya a much deeper and a much better understanding. Yantias say Sansem we ya Bawumia Ekano John Dramani Mahama edika promise dada. It was part of the NDC manifesto. TMA may say it was part of the NDC manifesto. Watch this. Look at this. And as reported by Modern Ghana, Mahama to implement cassava processing program. This was on the 27th of July 2024. And Mahama can't say the same way. 27th of July 2024. And Mahama che Ghana food na se na ban air ba no. Na ban air ba be boa Ghana ekuafo. Mahama che Ghana for say oba be create cassava processing factory e dia boa Ghana ekuafo mu amudua banche se na be ya. Se mutu banche na ye betimi a process banche no na yetimi e de value aka mo se na be ya. Se moto banche na we will be able to get value out of the banche. John Dramani Mahama Ekan somewhere in July 27th of July 2024. And our morning Ghana for a report is our story way. Eye bibia John Dramani Mahama akandadada. And untina me shasi me chemu say Sawope the biggest fan of John Dramani Mahama Bawumia. Sawope Ghana niya utie Mahama kesepa Bawumia. Mahama di kanka is something that Mahama has said long ago. It is part of the NDC manifesto. Empo they promised Ghanaian farmers, they promised to establish cassava processing factory. They promised to improve on Ghana's agriculture. NDC ashe Ghana for dada. Enti Bawumia na area. You see Bawumia no onam. Ena he ye penipa o kind NDC manifesto pa Bawumia. Edietia e hona ni nyansa. E hona menka ni say o piki nyansa. Because without NDC manifesto no, Bawumia is a nobody. Without NDC no, we say Bawumia is an empty head. Say NDC penifo ankasa, Bawumia has nothing to say. Enuntina se master dia se Bawumia kasa na se when we are free NDC for wha he talk nonsense. Se master di pa se Bawumia ba bonten ashe Ghana for Bobby. Na se sa aboshe no when we are free NDC wha he promise rubbish and nonsense. For example, me bremo phones nia e was a Ghana for ya ne se utua 1 cedi 2 cedi. Esan say when we are free NDC in penny for hunting, it was nonsense. For example, a driver's license near the Esan say when we are free NDC in penny for hunting, it was all rubbish and nonsense. Adietia, Bawumia eba nyansa misu nibi. Eba say on say medical magana for Natia say NPP no, they always copy from the NDC. You understand? NDC set the pace. Now NPP ADHD because they don't have a brain of their own. Eba adwini nyansa yemfa nwini a NPP nibi meka no kre na akirebo say eba say adwini nyansa Ghana for yemfa nwini a NPP fo nibi enti abribia no omotwen NDC launch their own manifesto na NPP awia edietia they lack the idea and they lack the brain power to sit down and think critically. ATABB Mahama crampo no e dey kan promise Ghana for da October ni almost November afina Bawumia asaba bonten e Ghana for bose oba no oba bisi cassava processing factory oboa we are free Mahama ho ABB Mahama e dey kan ashe Ghana for bo a long time ago, excuse me. ABB John Dramani Mahama e dey kan ashe Ghana for bo a long time ago. Now yenko to the second one. To the extent they say, as you can see, John Dramani Mahama and I say Mahama commissions cassava processing factory in Kintampo. This was in 2020. In 2020, Samuri Fiameka will say John Dramani Mahama launchi and I say a commission cassava processing factory in Kintampo. ABB Mahama asha siye dada. ABB Mahama dada. ABB NDC in penny for they are already implementing empo when they are not in power. Omo yes said manokradada. Mahama eni abemo. Mahama eni tumi ukrampo Ghana for yentria to be manokrampo no. Mahama was commissioning cassava processing factory. Bawumia 8 years NC ba kompo promise Ghana for say area Mahama promise they promise Ghana for as a brand new promise. Say Ghana for man 4 more years, sir. And obesi cassava processing factory at the ama Ghana for. Now so when ya a year 8 good years. Eshe Ghana for boss say yeah the year bano a 1D1F 1 district 1 factory 8 years any sa 1D1F no Ghana for sankan but rather and about me nam anko say opa Ghana for acho debut we de a chopper be any but rather no or sanam and I also share Ghana for boss say all bano or babesi cassava processing factory ama Ghana for chese bibia Mahama crowd commission somewhere in 2020 Mahama as I promised Ghana for say Osanya 4 more years, we see more and do more than what he has already done. Monam social media, I'm very careful. And until I make sure say me say me bo NDC message no home buying. Now make me throw more light on the NDC. Me making NDC for can be na se Ghana for ntiasia. Me say me breaking it down. I'm Ghana for na enya a better understanding. Na empu jandambia ekoswana say. Mahama enyuma yeria no metimi abo ho ban se ne be ya yanum eria Mahama enyuma no enfam presenting Ghana for as a brand new message and one am Mahama launched cassava processing factory in Kintampo bare 4 years ago asem na ye kan yo afine ne Bawumia sorry che Ghana for say me Bawumia de me ba no me ba baby bia Ghana for nti da me ba baby bia asenia ebi ni Ghana ha se ede na Bawumia e ba be ya Bawumia say Oba Besi Cassava Processing Factory, something that John Dramani Mahama commissioned in 2020. Empo has further promised Ghana for say, Onya 4 more years, obesi more than what he has already done. Edi adena Bawumia. Edi a message na Bawumia. Iti anese meme che say ye pe obia oria Mahama ni nyuma area Mahama enumu nsem wa Bawumia. Now so on te say NDC mpanimfo aka bibia NPP edi kan kan ebi nsiye o de ka kire me ade ba ko ben sorry na NDC mpanimfo kan ya obetimi a kire me chairman say o sadi we a NDC mpanimfo kan yi na NPP edi kan aka dada ebi nsi Ghana ha arebia no NPP na ewia NDC nyuma no kire mu say nia owia NDC nyuma na fake na NDC original. It's between the fake and the original. No, omu die hen and also yen Ghana for ye to abadema omuna omunya to me edisi Ghana. Between near or no, it mitina se edwin eche Ghana for se meba no. Weni adia meba be any near or no die oni adwin nim nyansem bia onamua oria ndis nyuma no. Omu hwan and a yen Ghana for yen to aba ema omuna omunya more time to grow this nation. Think for yourself. We gene and come to a cognitive conclusion. So between NPP and NDC. Bawumia area Mahama nyuma. Mahama edi ni ideas na gene nyansa ena ema Ghana for ena Bawumia area. It's between Mahama or ye original creator no. Any Bawumia uria omu hwan na osa yen Ghana for ye to mission nsa. Sebyu we on say manya hu program wa ebia making so to Bawumia or social media say okasa asemuya you might end up believing Bawumia thinking say bia ebi mpoa ebi ni Ghana na say ebi nsida na so the social media that romantic matche and someone from the archives HMO Ghana for say it's nothing new bia Mahama ashasiye Mahama edi kanya or yendada it's nothing new under the sun yensu nyansa na NTS say me chairman Ghana for say afi we no say John Dramani Mahama ama a game over. We sa and same say nti na majina so a meche mu say afi we say John Dramani Mahama ni NDC answer ma a game over for each and every Ghanaian. Afi yento aso. John Dramani Mahama at the NSMB atudra. Mahama ache Ghana for ni nti a Akufo ado APP Bawumia such nchina e was Bawumia ba. The reason why Akufo is forcing Bawumia on you people no. John Dramani Mahama actually not dream as to why he feels to say Akufo Air Force Bawumia on you the people of Ghana. It's Yenko T Mahama now in breaking it down. Listen.
There are 2 main reasons why the MPP wants to be succeeded by Dr. Bawumia. There are 2 main reasons. But the first is the most important one. Dr. Bawumia cannot hold this NPP government accountable, because he has been a part of what has happened over the last 8 years. He cannot absolve himself from what has been done these last 8 years against the people of Ghana. And so naturally, they want him to succeed them so that they can go home and enjoy the ill-gotten wealth that they have made. They want to go to different places and go and sit there and enjoy the money that they have stolen from the people of Ghana. And I say it won't happen. NDC is going to win. We're going to hold them accountable. We will implement Operation Recover All the Loot. And those who have illicitly stolen money from the Ghanaian people are going to bring that money back and be sanctioned for it. And that is why Akufo says, I can't hand over to President Mahama, because they are afraid of accountability. But I've always said that if you serve in government office, a public office, you are paid by taxpayers' money, you should always be prepared for the day of accountability. I left office on 6th January 2017 and handed over to Akufo. I didn't move an inch. I have stayed in this country. I announced that myself and my ministers are prepared to be investigated and we're prepared to be held accountable to the people. I am still here 8 years on. I hope that the same will happen when they hand over 7th January 2025. I hope that they are not going to stay in France and Belgium and UK and South America and Guyana and those places. They should stay right here in Ghana and let the people of Ghana ask them questions. What happened to our $58 million that you used to excavate the most expensive pit in the whole world? What happened to the 25 billion CD COVID money, of which you use only 40% for COVID? The 60%, what did you do with it? Ghanaians want to know. There's so many scandals that have taken place that President Akufo has refused to investigate, and for which Ghanaians, he says, I named him, I didn't name him, for which Ghanaians call him the clearing agent. We want to come and ask those questions of those people he says he has investigated, so that Ghanaians will know the true story of what has happened this last 8 years. I am not going to be a clearing agent. And so I serve warning to my appointees that if you come into office and you do the same things that NPP has done, if the anti-corruption institutions are dealing with you, that will be your matter. I'll have nothing to do with it. Because the people of Ghana need a government that is accountable. They need a government that will really protect the purse. Not a government that will promise to protect the purse and steal the purse. Now the purse is not even there.
And bro, these are the facts. Mampeni Akufo enya 8 years. And Akufo, the biggest fear is to leave power. Why? Or your cromfo. For the past 8 years in ye chemusika Akufo area and you joke. Wanya 8 years. We did 2 menu bia, a swan akonya, or jaw riemu, or 12 he has gotten away with almost everything. The day of accountability eba. December year, Ghanaians are going to account by casting their vote to determine the fate of Nana Akufo and the NPP. Now, Akufo no, the biggest fear is to leave power. Why? Because of thievery. John Dramani Mahama enya mfi naipe. Mahama Lucy ye wantwe home anso. NOG muboko. Mahama wasn't scared to leave power because na Mahama nye kromfo. Mahama and Rieska. Just imagine say Africa ha intensi. Africa ha mampeni sen ena enya one time opa ye tutia omu asabio yantwe home anso ye sorry boko. Eye Mahama nko a. Intensi wa Africa ha. Intensi menka say bia ensi da nebum ni amepa chemu nyane say ABB a intensi. Mahama nyemfi 9 wasn't scared to leave office. Why? Because Mahama wasn't a thief. Now ni amecha mo say Mahama wasn't a thief no OSP a certify Mahama che say Akufo abaiche Mahama say yenhwehwe Mahama sensemu no omo akasa asaba bontin ache Ghana for say John Dramani Mahama enya kromfo. Now so after 8 years of Akufo no, the biggest fear is to leave power because of mismanagement cause for the past 8 years. Now Mahama every abemu 8 years ni Mahama nyanim free Ghana ha. In fact, Mahama krampo no wa presenting ho say yam prosecute no enu nti na yede Mahama ekoma OSP hwehwe ni sense mu airbus ni ade oba monte be kire say ohwe mu wiye no wa hu say John Dramani Mahama enya kromfo na everything Mahama did was in the best interest of each and every Ghanaian. So Mahama has been tried and tested. Mahama has been tried and vindicated. But we can say the same for Akufo. Mahama etimi atna Ghana ha akire baabi a nisika nyinegu Mahama akire say nisika nyinegu ADB ene hwan bank ni ade bank miensa ena Mahama nisika gu Ghana ha wakire Ghana for baabi a nisika nyinegu onye kromfo. Enti best idea yetuti a Mahama pe ena Mahama ejiemu na so after 8 years no Akufo is scared to leave power because of TV, because Akufo ni mu say afi we no say wa Bawumia anto aso na say ekoye Mahama ye be chinatum. They are going to investigate whatever thing that has gone on for the past 8 years. You know, Achim Mafia for Ejapade, Ghana Ejapade ye tonton nyina no. Mahama is going to investigate. That is why NPP Bawumia says, say the TBA no, or say Ghana for to abana Bawumia break the 8. 8 you know, Bawumia no, or ye Akufo's project to come and protect the loot of the Achim Mafia gang. Iti Bawumia bana obano, the assignment here ba kope. Come and protect the loot, because for the past 8 years, you know, Chronobia Yabubia Obamia Kahobi. Chronobia Kosuo, Bonibia Yadibia Obamia Okahon. Intibana Obano, you have one goal to meet, is to protect me, Akufo, my family, Asante Bedia too, Gabi Ochidako, and my extended family and friends from prosecution. So Bawumia is a puppet. Bawumia is a pawn of Akufo. Etipia ye pia Bawumia nyina is to come and protect the loot, and this is the fact. It is a motto about the Bawumia. Yen che Akufo. Yen che NPP ni bia he amrana enkofo atui yen che bia anya Akufo po at least say John Dramani Mahama etimeche Akufo ho nipa at least wa ebi. Tim ye say anya Akufo pe mu na kasampo at least say John Dramani Mahama ba. Now, Sir John Dramani Mahama etimeche some members of NPP e use omo e de set example la John Dramani Mahama ayebi. Now so Bawumia ba example no po ontimi set it. Editia Bawumia can never ever arrest anybody, because sauchi obi a ye be yuto a che say na Bawumia boni ya ojina so a odi chimi also ka ho. So how do you come to the conclusion say me de sebio wo de we saint na me de my body me hu ano. For the past 8 years, Boni ya oka ho asemi. Ye ne Bawumia ya na edi ye. Kro no aye egbo ye ne Bawumia ya. Sagleme a ye ton ye ne Bawumia ya. Ghana for ejapade ne Ghana for galamse ye nso ne ensase a ya se ni nyina no. Ye ne Bawumia ya na ase no. Besia ya gbo over 780 billion nyina no. Ye ne Bawumia ya na ebo sa besia no. So how do you arrest me? And so John Dramani Mahama de onka ho. Mahama, the members of NDC have never ever been part of the TV. It is a Mahama de or Chese Oba or Bechi or Mua. Mahama can do that. Erunti, and a Mahama say, ye nyato abani rie, nase or no Mahama ewe near. Nobody should run away. Ibe Close Airport. No Akufo official will leave this country. They all must stay and face the law. Etiempo, me catch a Ghana for say Mahama eba, the first pressure more mounted on Mahama as a muyasa mini ubia bayadrin is to arrest the members of Eye Akufo abanya omuria Ghana for sika na say na omye corrupt. And on kwa de say muyasa mini bayadrin, but whereby within the first 1 or 2 months na mo Mahama echi say na Mahama na ye and mini munyadrin, because Mahama cannot use 1 or 2 months to solve all the mess of Akufo in 8 years. Enti yanti bibiase na yensu nyansa na yenti asese me say John Dramani Mahama ama ebefo le for NPP, ebefo le for Akufo Oforiata and the Achim Mafia gang. So these are some of the many reasons why we the people must vote massively for John Dramani Mahama come December 2024. Enti wo to abana Mahama eda number 8 unya duru ho ano fa onsa etim so say menye onsa say ye onsa ni say menye onsa ni say sorry ye onsani say na team so ye na John Dramani Mahama ensa metua ne nyuma pa o sha ase a ye de atro tu na de so a enam so nti went me enwie aha ena medemo ebesi midin e the chairman Freemind. Enjoy the rest of your time, and I'll see you in my next video. Makram.
Hello Ghanaians, my name is John Dramani Mahama. December 7th is just 50 days away. In 50 days, we're going into battle, and it's a battle to rescue the soul of our nation. I thank you all for your hard work done so far, and I'm here to encourage you to work even harder in the last 50 days. I'm particularly indebted to the incredible number of you who have volunteered for the Mahama for Change campaign nationwide in your communities, your institutions, your workplaces, and online on social media. To you, my branch constituency, regional and national executives, and our hard-working members, you are the generals who are leading the charge in this battle. Your polling stations where you vote is your responsibility. Let's get out all the votes for the NDC from our electoral areas. And after voting, keep your eye on the process even more keenly until the last ballot is counted and victory is declared for us in the presidential elections for John Mahama and for your member of parliament. As your presidential candidate, I will ensure all your hard work results in victory. Within these 50 days, let's get to the finish line together. Remember, our strength lies in our unity. Let's march towards the victory together. Let's get out the votes to reset our economy and build the Ghana we all want together. Hello Ghanaians, my name is John Dramani Mahama. December 7th is just 50 days away. In 50 days, we're going into battle, and it's a battle to rescue the soul of our nation. I thank you all for your hard work done so far, and I'm here to encourage you to work even harder in the last 50 days. I'm particularly indebted to the incredible number of you who have volunteered for the Mahama for Change campaign nationwide in your communities, your institutions, your workplaces, and online on social media. To you, my branch constituency, regional and national executives, and our hard-working members, you are the generals who are leading the charge in this battle. Your polling stations where you vote is your responsibility. Let's get out all the votes for the NDC from our electoral areas. And after voting, keep your eye on the process even more keenly until the last ballot is counted and victory is declared for us in the presidential elections for John Mahama and for your member of parliament. As your presidential candidate, I will ensure all your hard work results in victory. Within these 50 days, let's get to the finish line together. Remember, our strength lies in our unity. Let's march towards the victory together. Let's get out the votes to reset our economy and build the Ghana we all want together.